We are excited for this event. Can y'all hear me good in the back? You hear me good? Okay. I know I'm trying to get used to that new speaker. I was used to being up here, but I'll be okay. So today we're excited about having our panel discussion, okay, with these great realtors from our office and outside. So we're gonna go ahead and introduce them up here so we can get started. We have a good lunch afterwards as well from Niner Barbecue, which is a Black-owned business. And we're excited about that. So let's go ahead and we're gonna do our moderator first. Okay, let me turn it back over.
All right. So I get the distinct pleasure and honor of introducing this morning's moderator. And her accolades just are a page long. And so most of you should know her. And if you don't, you need to get to know her because she is my sister in real estate. We started together and we have grown together, and now we're going to be going to our first family reunion together, so super excited about that. So she is going to be our moderator this morning. So I'm not going to read everything that's on this page, but she was raised in a very entrepreneurial family, and she was drawn to real estate with the ambitions of helping individuals reach their real estate goals. Now, she graduated with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice in 1999, but as she is so determined, and that wasn't enough for her, that she went on to get a double master's degree in counseling and marriage and family studies in 2005 from Prairie View University. And if that weren't enough, she's also a PhD. So you can add doctor to her title as well. She is also a professor, and she is also a Silver Award winner for her production last year. She is a dual career agent and part of the Agent Leadership Council. My dear friend and my sister, Miss Laquita Carter.
Okay, let me move back here. Let's see, I believe I got slides here. Let me do this. All right, we're gonna go in order by our slides here. All right, I think everybody knows this person, right?
Sabrina.
All right, so first we have Miss Sabrina McKnight, President and CEO of Newhouse Group. All right, so I'm gonna tell you, every panelist has their bio is awesome, and we need to send it out to you, but we're gonna let them present a lot of that. So we just have a little bit here to say, but I mean, they're great panelists here. We got Sabrina's business mantra is elite representation is a luxury, okay? And she prides herself on assisting all clients as luxury clientele. Sabrina's passions lie on two different sides of the real estate spectrum, providing elite service to underrepresented demographics and in the luxury real estate market. Sabrina is a certified luxury home marketing specialist and a member of the Keller Williams Luxury International Division, the Institute for Luxury Home Marketing, and Keller Williams Sports and Entertainment. She currently serves as the chair of the 2024 KW Metropolitan Wealth and Finance Committee and as a South Texas Regional DEI representative for Keller Williams Realty International. She previously served as the 2020 chair of the KW Met Luxury Committee and the 2020 inaugural and 22 chair of the KW Met DEI Committee. So let's welcome once again, a round of applause for being in tonight. All right. Do we know this person? All right. Now this bio I had to cut really short here because I was. But it was good. But here we go. Miss Shantae Thomas Swan. Miss Shantae Thomas Swan is a dynamic individual whose journey began in the captivating world of fashion. Can we tell? Before seamlessly transitioning into the realm of real estate. Throughout her career, Shantae exemplified a passion for empowering others to unlock their inner potential and pursue their dreams. With a keen eye for recognizing talent and a heart dedicated to helping others succeed, she has become a beacon of inspiration within her community. She also, and in Keller Williams, she also is on the ALC, leading the wellness, right, group? Growth. They just had their meeting today, so if you're interested in joining, once again, Shantae. mentioned, excuse me here, we have a special guest with us who is the president of the Houston Black Real Estate Association. We are Miss Felicia Guidry, right? I got it? Okay, Guidry. I kept telling her, I'm gonna get it right. Felicia, a true gem, okay? Gem meaning going the extra mile. A source in her business and community. Her mission is removing roadblocks, equipping entrepreneurs, launching leaders, and taking territory. Felicia is a serial entrepreneur, national speaker, financial coach, and business development consultant. She is the trainer. She is the vice president, independent broker of GRG Benefits and Consulting LLC, Texas, Louisiana, and Oklahoma region. She has expanded her real estate brokerage business model to incorporate a focus on financial wealth building, principles for adults and youth. She believes the financial education service component that includes credit restoration, financial literacy, debt management, and legacy protection will increase and access home ownership. Once again, welcome to Felicia, the president of the Houston Black Real Estate Association. Okay, Miss Ethan of the Ethan Group, and it is her birthday today, right? We saw that. Entrepreneur, small business owner, and former cosmetologist with a 25-year successful track record in the areas of business management and planning, sales, customer relations, staff development, and real estate. Ethan is a highly self-motivated individual with a strong track record in delivering a 5-star client experience. She is also she's been part of the KWMET AOC. She's a productivity coach, Eagle Award recipient. She's with KW Commercial and KW Relocation. Let's hear it for Miss Ethan. We did have, just to mention, we had Miss Atia Willis, who is the president of the Young Real Estate Professionals National Association of Real Estate Brokers affiliate. She was unable to attend due to being ill, so we just wanted to still recognize her as she would have been here. So we hope to get her here at another time, okay? All right, so are we ready for a good panel discussion here? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to our moderator, Ms. Laquita Carter.
Ladies, I just want to tell you thank you and what a pleasure it is to have you present to our office and our colleagues today. As I go through the prepared questions, I'm going to call on you individually if that's okay. However, if you have a response for a question that's been asked of one of the panelists, we would like to hear your wisdom on this morning. All right, so I'm going to start with Miss Felicia. I know, right? Gotta welcome the guests. Lady Felicia, in what ways do you believe increasing diversity and representation within the real estate industry can positively impact both professionals and clients?
Oh, that's a good one, right? I love it. So give me the first part of the question again.
In what ways do you believe increasing diversity and representation?
Okay, so it's so vitally important that we have diversity. When I walked in, he said, y'all take a look at the person next to you and what's behind you, right? That's inclusiveness. And it's so vitally important because when people step into the room, be it your clients or business partners or a networking event, your eyes naturally go. If you're a guy, you're looking to see who all the guys are in the room. You're a female, you're looking to see who all the females are in the room, because now you're looking to see the welcomeness, the invitedness. So diversity is so vitally important because it allows people to feel included when they step into the room.
Would you pass that to Miss Sabrina? Sabrina, how can the industry work towards fostering a more inclusive environment for diversity?
So that question, I think that it has to be intentional. If we look to the past and to history, we can see how not being intentional has happened and what we've gotten from that. And I think that, you know, people, if you're not making sure to include other people and get messages from other people, you're leaving that part of, one, we're here to make money, you're leaving that money on the table. There's a whole market of people that are just left behind because you don't take a little extra time. And that's a lot of business right there. So I think it's important for you to know that if you want to grow business, you have to make sure that you're including even the people that don't look like you, or the people that you think are different than you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. I'd like to pose this question to Etha. Real estate often plays a significant role in shaping the community. How do you see your work influencing and contributing to the development and empowerment of Black communities?
That is the question for me. Don't we all agree?
Amen.
Because everybody knows I'm from where?
Beaumont, Texas.
So what do you see me doing in Beaumont, Texas?
Rebuilding your city.
Rebuilding the block.
Exactly. And so I just believe that you should be in alignment with whatever your mission and purpose is with life, and you should just do it unapologetically. I have a vision for my city, and of course I love Houston, Texas. Y'all know I love y'all. I'm a unicorn, and so I'm not boxed into anything, but when I do go, I take regions and I take territories. And so Beaumont is a promise for me. So right now in the commercial space, I have about $5 million in escrow just in Beaumont for development. And so I have about 30 listings in that area right now in the commercial space. And so I just walk it like I talk it.
Hey. All right.
Drop that mic.
Right.
No, don't drop it.
I thought she was about to drop it. Okay, so I feel like I'm at home now. Because
Welcome to the Met.
Thank you. And I forgot to say thank you, guys. Well, once you get to know me, you be like, who's that girl? I know her. Somebody say hi, Felicia.
Hi, Felicia.
You'll never forget me, right? Because everybody usually say bye, Felicia. But I'll say this is that my spouse is from Port Arthur.
What?
And so we're redeveloping in Port Arthur, so we got to connect.
Well, I did my first flip on 8111 West 18th Street, and everybody told me that I was
Crazy because the house was just a half a mile from Valero. And if you know anything about Port Arthur, it's very industrial. Let me tell y'all about what Big Money Texas means. You guys do know that Spindletop Oil, the Gusher, was in Beaumont, Texas. So that area is your hub for everything petrochemical. That is the birthplace, the hub. And so I affectionately, as well as others of us that are from the 409, we affectionately call it Big Money Texas, right? Everybody from Beaumont has a big personality. We're very entrepreneurial. We're athletic, we're competitive, don't you agree? So I flipped this house on West 18th Street. I got the lead from a Facebook Live. I just bought another property, and I always say at the end of my videos, if you have a real estate need, reach out to me. So this guy, he slides into my DM, and he's like, I have a property on West 18th Street. Would you want to buy it? I was like, I'm coming right on over. And everybody thought I was crazy. When I door knocked the neighbors, they was like, you'll never do that. That'll never happen. And I was like, I can, I will, and watch me. And I made my first $70,000 as a real estate investor in Port Arthur, Texas, the land of the Trill.
Yes, Trillville, right? Trillville.
I'd like to pose this question to Shantae. Building a professional network is crucial in any industry. How do you approach networking, and have you found that being a part of organizations or collaborations with other real estate professionals have positively impacted your real estate career?
Definitely. I am a huge connector. Most people know that I'm the connector of all connections. I did launch recently the Houston Plug event, which is filtered around connecting people that look like me, don't look like me, different age, different races, different backgrounds. I've only received nothing but positive feedback for people using terms I wouldn't use for myself, but then I have to start speaking better about myself,
Exactly.
you know? Because they said they believe that they appreciate somebody, you know, opening doors for people that they didn't really feel like they had a place. Because the reality is, as Sabrina pointed out, doing business with everybody, you don't know who's going to be your buyer or your seller when we are under transactions. And creating great relationships with everybody that you come across, being kind, being nice to each and every person that comes across your pathway, there's a mission. We have a mission tied to our business, that what we're doing, and we do that by offering grace, smile, and good business workmanship towards each other. So connecting with people in our office, outside of our office, because we're all teammates. We all are here to grow together, to build together, to pour into each other, to just be better humans, be better people, and to make money. So the only way that we're going to be able to do that is to partner with people that are different than us. My goal is to speak Spanish. I don't know how, but I hang around a lot of Spanish-speaking Venezuela sisters. Yes, I mean, you know, we have to like merge together and be kind and just be open-minded to learn about other people's cultures. One of my first international clients was out of Thailand. They'd never stepped foot in Houston. They did not even know me. They did not know Houston. But because I was open-minded, flexible, and willing to think outside of myself and where I come from and expose what I do know to others, that was able to open the door for me, my business, and have 2 pieces of transaction from that client. So we just have to really be open-minded to expand outside of what we see in front of us.
Wonderful. Pass to Ms. Sabrina. Sabrina, the question to you is, can you share your journey and experiences as a Black real estate professional?
Yes. So it's interesting because this is going to be, I don't know if this is going to be too much, but
We can have
this question, I had this discussion with my husband yesterday in preparation for today. And as Black professionals, so for me, let's say my journey started in California. I'm from California, and I'm from LA. So let me say it a little. I'm from LA. All right. But I went to college and I got a bachelor's degree in accounting, and I worked in that for a while. And I said, this is not for me. I like to talk to people instead of just sitting behind a computer all the time, which is all I would do as an accountant. But I did accounting in the real estate realm as a property manager for property management companies and multifamily and commercial. And so I said, I'm gonna go into real estate as a salesperson. And that background helped me a lot with working with investors and people that do business, just being in corporate. So that I felt gave me an introduction to be able to speak the corporate language. And then when I got into real estate, I don't think I really felt it as much until I got into real estate, that when you meet somebody, you're representing not only yourself, this is how I feel, but the whole Black race. It's not just like I can just say, I am Sabrina and I'm a real estate agent. I really feel that on my shoulders. And I don't know if y'all feel that way, but I do. And my husband is an attorney. And so he was saying, there's certain avenues that are open to him, and he is amazing. And if y'all have ever met Calvin, he's amazing. And so he's extremely smart. I think I'm pretty smart. And when we speak to people, and there's all kinds of opportunities that are always available to us, I feel like we have to do these things more than, even if we don't want to. So he has, he's going into partnership track, and feels like the pressure to have to do that, because there's very few Black partners. There's very few Black owners of real estate companies. And so I feel sometimes like, even if I don't want to do that, I kind of have to do something, because if I don't, I have to be that change that I want to see. I feel a lot of pressure from that. And it's not bad, it's just, I feel it.
I want to pose that same question, Shantae.
I agree. The reality is, like for Black History Month, I do a lot of posting, and I post Black History Month in my stories, and the reality is there's still a lot of firsts. There's still a lot of first-time African-American, Black and brown people that are still doing things for the first time in 2024, and gonna continue to do it moving forward. So we really have to put our best foot forward to not only, it's not really just about us. Yes, it's cool to shine and rise, but we have to come together. Martin Luther King had a dream that he did not see with his own eyes. That's something that actually came to pass, which is why it's so important to continue to fight for the dreams that you have in your heart and in your mind, and take ownership of who you are as an individual and as a person. And you know, the struggles that we come from as a minority, Black and brown African-American people are real. It's not like you want to pretend that it's not, but I mean, 2020 wasn't that far ago, and it opened up a whole new can of worms. But a lot of change and a lot of positive things was able to come out of that. So we just have to continue to move the needle to decide what we want. And we don't have to do just enough to say, well, I did it just for here and just to be for me. We have to put every step forward to be the best we can be, and whatever God called us to do, and the pathway that we're supposed to lay for others that are around us. So we just have to continue to strive and just be the light and the beacon to someone else. And even if you're touching one person, 2 or 5 or a billion, just like Joel out in Lakewood in the house, you know, that's what he says all the time. We just have to touch every single person and just be who we're destined to be, to change the narrative of what you want to see.
Lady Gentry.
Okay.
I got a double header for you too.
Oh, okay. Because I was finna back up on that one right there too.
You'll be able to add on to this one.
Yeah, okay.
So, you can go first and then we'll pass to Eva. Okay. So, in light of what your 2 colleagues have said, what challenges have you all faced, and how have you overcome them to succeed in your industry?
Okay. Great question. Well, I'll start with saying, I often say the most potent impact is a personal experience, right? The other thing is we're the sum total of what other people have invested in us directly or indirectly. So when you said you have the weight on your shoulders because you're stepping out into a realm that maybe someone else has not been, but people are looking at you, right? So those adversities, they come. For myself, what I think is so important is being around and in an environment that is open for change. It allows you now to be you, and then now you can flourish, and then you are able to open up opportunities. You say your husband is opening up doors of opportunity that, hey, I didn't think I needed to do, but that's giving someone else another opportunity. So I think in regards to overcoming the challenges is really putting yourself in places where other people are doing things that maybe you want to do, and then also it opens you up to other opportunities that you didn't know that were inside of you, because you have been mentored indirectly by seeing someone else.
Yeah. Well, that's
so your
the words right out of my mouth. That's exactly my thoughts. And also too, it's, you know, I like to say this, you know, I didn't blaze this trail. Someone else did. It's just in my generation, I have the torch and I'm blazing now, right? And so you have to be bold enough to do what most people are questioning and sitting on the sidelines thinking and talking themselves out of doing, right? You have to shoot that shot. That's what I said all last year, and I shot a lot of shots last year, right? And some of those shots I missed, but I didn't stop, right? And there are days that I just don't feel like it. And here lately, I'm finding myself having to slide my credentials across the table often and pulling people back into expectations. So the biggest challenge for me is making sure that I keep my emotions between the lines and keep my eye on the prize, right? Because there is a stereotype and there is an expectation when I walk in a room, not with you guys because y'all are family. Y'all let me twirl and spin and strut and hug and kiss and all that stuff, and I love you guys for that because you are my safe place. But sometimes I have to go out there amongst wolves, whether it's constantly fixing my emotions because I am a black woman, and sometimes when I see things that are out of line, I want to tell you this is what you're not going to do, right? And so I have to be conscious of that, right? And I also have to be conscious of not shrinking back. Because when you're called to lead a charge, you're called to be on the front lines. And I don't need to shrink back in the face of an enemy. In fact, I always leave my opponent in a better position than they were before they met me.
Very powerful, ladies. One thing that I want to add here before I ask this final question is just kudos to KW Met and all of you that are here. Because if you look around the room, we represent every one of God's beautiful creations. And how we pour into each other is so dynamic. I remember when I first came here and I was sitting at a table of people and I was like, what language is that? Yes, yes. But I was so overwhelmed and encouraged at the same time. I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn that, I'm gonna learn that. And those relationships I still have today. So just kudos to you all for bringing in all of the wealth that you as a person represent into this market center. Thank you so much. All right. All right, ladies, heavyweight coming to all of you. But I think y'all got it. Mentorship can be crucial for professional development. Have you had any mentors in your real estate career, and how have they influenced your path?
Well, everybody knows that Diego is my forever coach, but just here lately, he has now stepped into the, I don't even know, it's not a role, it's not a capacity, I would say the honor of me sitting at his feet as a mentee. Do you guys know what that means? I already cried this morning. Oh, I'm gonna cry all day today. To have someone from the start just see, like, I'm great at seeing others' potentials and I'm great at pushing people forward and I'm great at projects and building, but when someone sees a legacy that you're carrying and they invest in that and they pour into that and they're patient with you and they're kind with you and they're loving with you and they always think about a chance to give you an opportunity and a seat at a table, like, that's the ultimate for me because that's who I am, right? And so to have somebody like that in your life that you can trust, because Diego has just not mentored me in business, but he's mentored me in breaking through hurts, breaking through pains, breaking through traumas. And most people don't want to pay a fee, right? But I never ever looked at a CDA to see what the cost was, because money is only an object in the absence of value. And the dreams that I have to pour back in to my mentor now is the reason why I said yes to being the PC leader here in the office, because I'm a part of his vision. I was his first recruit in the PC program, and I credit 1,000% of who I am for being mentored and coached and opening myself up to do it. And I'm gonna tell you, coaching hurts when you're not used to accountability. Coaching hurts when you're not used to boundaries. But I kept showing up because it was something that he had, that he was carrying, that I wanted. And I wasn't gonna let my attitude, I wasn't gonna let a 10% fee, I wasn't gonna let me not doing the things I'm supposed to do, my daily 10-4s, my lead generation, whatever it was that he told me to do. I'm still doing whatever. Kia, bye.
I'm still being voluntold.
And mentorship.
Same question. Okay. So everybody lean forward.
Can we lean back?
Yeah, lean back. And I'm saying that you got to lean in. Lean in to the person that's investing in you. Yeah. And so I'll take you real quickly on my journey. I am a real estate broker now. When I got into real estate, brokerage was not my thought process, right? I'm now the president of the Houston Black Real Estate Association, an organization that has been in existence for 75 years. Thank you. Lean in. I am now the chaplain of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers. Lean in. So I'm saying that to say I got introduced to this organization, the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, the local board, which is HBREA, the Houston Black Real Estate Association, because I was working in corporate America and I was doing real estate as an agent part-time, but I was training in corporate America, right? And the lady said, well, have you ever heard about HBREA? And I was like, no, what is that, right? Yeah. So she told me, I went to a meeting. I went to a home buyer workshop in Greens Point Mall, was the first event. Wow. And I will tell you guys, for 13 years, I have been volunteering in this organization because all of those past leaders, past presidents, past board members were sewing into us as professionals. So that's why I became a real estate broker, because they pushed me, right? So your mentor pushes you. I want to share with you our vision. Our national president is Dr. Courtney Johnson Rose, which is here in Houston. Many of you know her. And our mission here is what she has is E3. Somebody say E3. E3. That's empowering our members, enriching our communities, and elevating our brand. I want you to lean into that, because when I thought about that, I think real deep. I thought about a tripart being, and that's who we are. We're body, soul, spirit, right? And I read a lot of Gary's books, right? But I do understand is that a lot of things are so much deeper than what we can see, right? We're being coached, we're being mentored, so be open. Make sure that you follow those voluntold things, and you will show up like better and more powerful than what you initially thought. So be mentored on your own, because you're being developed by somebody else. So thank you. I'll just say again, it's so important to be around other people that help elevate you.
Yes. Okay.
Y'all get me, sis. We at home. Okay.
Well, as the newest agent on this panel, number one, I want to just say thank you so much for even thinking enough of me to even be alongside of these beautiful women who have so much experience under their belt. It definitely started with coaching. This is the only brokerage I've been at, and I did fall under Diego's coaching, and I was on Etha's roster. And she has definitely been pouring into me, and I've got a chance to work alongside with her for a year and gained so much wings to the point we never would have thought that I would be sitting here when I'm sitting today, what she did. And I have a great coach, Christy Bullerez, as well. She has definitely been pouring into me. And all of the people at this office, as we talked about, our broker, who is amazing, who always pour into us so many different ways, because I never would have thought this year is a year of first. And for all the newer agents that are like, how do you get there? What do you do? I'm still learning, and I'm still growing, and I'm still trying to fly and get my wings as well. But this year is the first year that I sit on the ALC board with my colleagues that I appreciate. This year is also the first year that I'm a part of the HAR Engage Council, and I'm on the committee this year. This year is also the first time that I'm sitting on a panel with these beautiful women. Yeah. This year is also the first time I actually taught Ignite, a class that I was doing before. This year is also the time that I've been invited to be on podcasts. It's just February.
It's only
me and Frank were talking. When he asked me, I'm like, do you know who you called? I mean, there are some other people that you can possibly call. And, I have been struggling with the imposter syndrome situation, because sometimes you just really don't feel like you deserve a seat at the table and that you're good enough, but we have to talk ourselves out of that and appreciate how hard and how far you have come to get to where you are. And I would not have gotten here without the colleagues in the office, everybody's great leadership like Nicole and Monica. Everybody, the changes this year, our leadership team is on fire. Yes, it's like we have a torch and we are ready to burn up some stuff and take over. And that energy is just enlightening. And I just appreciate just having colleagues in different diversity groups to grow from and learn from and just to be better. So I'm excited to see what's ahead for everyone. And I'm thankful to be able to be a part and work with you all.
Love it. Can be crucial for professional development.
We got these.
Have you had any mentors in your real estate career that have made an impact on you?
Oh, okay. Yes, I have had mentors. I consider Monica a mentor of mine, and she's been amazing. I have had other mentors that have been agents in luxury. I've been serving on the ALC for a while, and to piggyback on what Shantae said, is sometimes when you are on the ALC or you're a top producer, sometimes people think that you're doing so well that you don't need any help, and that is just not the case. So, when you talk to other people, I mean, it gives you so much more wealth of knowledge and experience and things that you don't have to go out and get because somebody else is giving it to you. That, for example, there was another agent in the office that gave me pretty much his whole business. And all I did was ask, y'all. I asked a simple question. I didn't even ask, can you give me anything? I asked him, well, when you hire, how do you pay and how does the commission structure go? He said, oh, here, I'm gonna give you everything. He gave me classes, trainings, the whole business. And what I learned from that was, it's not so much what you're giving, it's not really what you're getting, it's what you're giving, because he realized, that me giving you this, you're not my competition. Because a lot of people get really wrapped up in, I don't want to give this to this person because then they're gonna get what I'm not getting. That, and that's scarcity mindset.
Yeah.
I'm here and I stay here at KW because of the culture.
Yes.
And things like that have happened, that is why I stay. But that's things like that, and the people that I have met here have made such a change. Like, my life is completely different since I came into real estate. And I was at a different brokerage for a long time. That never happened. Now, there's two things for that. One, the culture here, but also I was taught to ask when I came here. I don't think I really understood that as much before, but what I've come to find from being here and the training is that you have to ask for what you want for it, and that's how you get ahead. There was somebody that asked me yesterday for a little bit of information, and we sat down for a little while and we talked through a transaction. He kept saying, I don't want to take up all your time. I know you're busy. But yes, I'm here. If I have to go, you'll know. But I was happy to help, and I'm always happy to help. So if anybody has anything they need, I know that all of us up here are willing to give.
I want to say thank you. And the information, your personal journeys that you shared, and not only those wisdom nuggets that you released to our office and those who are in attendance today, will land exactly where they're supposed to be, because you said some very powerful things. And just to wrap up, we know that in business, we are in it for the journey. We're in it for the long time. And to be successful, we've got to continue that contribution, which is one of the things we talk about here at KW Met. In closing, I would like each and every person that is here to give these ladies a wonderful round of applause. I appreciate that because, one-on-one, we can talk to each other for hours, right? But when you have a room like this and you're telling everybody the high, the low, the great, the not so great, they're about to get better, it's not as easy. So thank you all so much. We do want to thank our DEI chairs. Oh, I haven't forgotten. That's my right about. Yeah. We want to thank Aaron. Come on down, because without him, I would still be sending him text messages like, hey, did you see my inbox? But our awesome, awesome team leaders, to Monica and Nicole. And thank you. Y'all have to realize that these ladies here are always creating an opportunity and a platform for everyone to know your name. Not their name, your name. And so, yes, we are celebrating Black history, but I'm going to put a little sister history on that too and celebrate you guys. We're at the culmination of our team meeting. We're going to let our team leader have final remarks before we dismiss for lunch. Thank you all again.
I'll be quick because I know you're hungry, but Elgin, oh, he left. He was like, what's up? Why aren't there any Black guys up there? I'm like, okay. So Elgin is an amazing commercial agent. And I also want to acknowledge Derek, who's here, and he's an author, and we're so proud of you. And he was a bike rider on Saturday, and he was like featured on in Times Square. They had his picture up there and everything, and so doing some amazing things. So yes, we love our Black men too. Okay, and then we want to finish with the beautiful Sarah. She provided us this wonderful lunch. So come on up. Isn't she so beautiful all the time? You'll never catch her looking crazy. So.
Thank you. I'm also here with my partner from Fidelity National Title, Nicole Goulet.
Hi, everybody. Oh, yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. Oh, here we are. I'm Nicole Goulet with Fidelity National Title, and so proud to be here with my amazing sponsor. She'll get into the details. But man, to follow that, I'm boring. As you know, title insurance is regulated by the state of Texas. So the difference is relationships and knowing people, right? And knowing the hustlers out there. And I aspire to be one. I just actually ran from Siena to get here in time because we always double book, triple book, or overlap ourselves because we do whatever it takes. And I have to say, our sales team and our title staff at Fidelity National Title, we aim to do that for y'all. We do whatever it takes. Just to do a quick little elevator speech, I gotta check that box. We do handle the entire state of Texas, and we do out-of-state work as well. So, it's all about, again, relationships and doing whatever we can do to make sure that, let's say you have a property in Oklahoma that you're working on. It's all about serving you and your clients. I will get you the right contact in Oklahoma to make sure that your transaction is taken care of. And in the state of Texas, we handle all 254 counties. We have direct plant operations, title plant operations in all the major metropolitan areas. In all the balance of counties, we have our partners across the state that we can work with them to get all the title work needed to reach the closings table as soon as possible. It's always great to know if we need something really fast so we can do things in a rush. There have been times where we have gotten title work the same day. One time I had a transaction that was going to hit the auction block for foreclosure Tuesday. It was a holiday weekend. We got a contract Thursday night. So we had to close by 4 p.m. Friday. we did it. And I own business development. I do have my notary stamp, but I don't just have a notary stamp. A lot of them have that. I know how to do every single transaction out there. I'm able to walk through your clients to make sure that they're comfortable. It's not just sign here, sign here, sign here. It's a thorough walkthrough of a closing. So yes, we're really proud of Fidelity, and we love to serve you, love to partner. You won't ever see Sarah or I calling you asking for a contract. We are building a partnership, okay? So I'm gonna turn this over to Sarah to take it from here.
Thanks so much, Nicole. And like she said, it's been such a pleasure hearing all of you ladies up here and as top producers. And I think we all have one thing in common. I think we're all type A personalities, which is great. I think it just comes with the territory. And when I was looking for a title partner, that's exactly what I found in Fidelity. And in Nicole, taking no for an answer just doesn't exist. Like, the word no doesn't exist in our vocabulary. We always try to find a solution, whether that's related to title or not. And as a real estate and commercial transactions attorney, you have an added value and element. You know, we can answer any questions, whether you're a client or not. Like Nicole said, we wouldn't call you for a contract, but we're definitely here to help you solve your problems. So I hope you enjoy the lunch that we brought. It is from a Black-owned business, Niners Barbecue. So I hope you enjoy that. And if you have any questions, we're around.
Thank you. Beautiful and smart ladies. Okay, Elgin's back. He wants it. Everybody, come on, Elgin. Here, tell us a little bit about why you are very special. Your family history. You know, and you talked about that a little bit.
Well, you know, let me tell a quick story. This is really, for me, one of the reasons that I pursue commercial real estate really hard. So my great-grandfather in the 1940s in New York sold commercial real estate, right? So you look at me like, well, how's that possible? If I showed you a picture of him, you'd understand. He was from St. Kitts, so he's from the West Indies. So he's olive-complected, and he has straight black hair. And his last name was Ross. Right, it's my mother's maiden name. So how did he do it? He told people he was Italian. He had to pass for an Italian to represent his clients. Yeah. Now it's pretty, you know, they're like, well, who are you, right? Because in those days that was not going to happen, especially in New York City. It's hard to even sell real estate in New York now. So anyway, that is one of the reasons why I pursue it really hard. It's in the blood. I love it. And hey, I'm no different, no more special than anybody else in here. I mean, I'm surrounded by phenomenal people and moment of gratitude. Monica is one of the reasons I stayed. I was with the team and they were going to leave. And Monica, and the information in you as well, Nicole, seriously. These, you know, they've been my, but there's a lot of people in here, but these two were very special. So anyway, Monica Kennedy was, are you leaving? Because the information dropped during casino night. And I knew I knew it was coming, and I saw what had happened, because Nicole came to Monica, and they looked at the phone, I just shook my head. So Monica had a few minutes, she came to me and was like, are you leaving? I said, no. She was going to help you grow your business. And she has. This year, last year was one of the 4th worst real estate markets. I capped, you know, I hit, oh man, you know, 6 figures in commission, a pipeline. Well, see, she's studying me over here. She says she's going to be number 1, but we'll see.
Why you telling my business? Just so y'all know I'm accountable. I'm studying you.
Hey, yeah, it's all good. I look at it like I set my own benchmarks, so I don't look at it as competition. But anyway, thank you all. Boom.
No, really, it's such a great story to know, right? Like, he can now be himself. Because history has changed and he's come a long way and he doesn't have to pretend that he's anybody else.
That's right.
And it's a very special story, and thank you for being open and sharing that with us. On that note, let's go eat. Wait, no, you can't eat yet.
Wait. I know y'all gonna be mad at me. I know y'all, but I'm gonna be quick. So I know in previous meetings you heard me talk about connecting, right? And what did I say after that? Building relationships, right? So in getting involved, we talk about networking. So one of the things that I want to make sure you do before you leave here, please talk to Felicia. right? About the Houston Black Real Estate Association, okay? Realtor Association. I know you heard Letty and I talk about NAREP all the time and how we're on the board, and she's in nationals. We've grown so much. We've met so many people. Please take advantage and join and connect. And please come see her after this, okay? All right.
I do have one request. Do we get a picture, y'all?
Oh, yes, we're going to get a picture.
I love a
We're
picture.
getting a picture, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do lunch and then we'll get a photo of you guys up here.
Yeah, we'll do photo.
Oh,
Okay.
and I'll say,